Okay, guys. This is Mika with Tax Deed and Overage Education, and this is going to be a step-by-step guide on how to get ready for the auction. I am doing something that I would not suggest for rookies because it is the night before the auction. As a lot of you guys know, I live in Texas, and so the auctions happen every first Tuesday. And I am on a website that has pretty much, I'm not going to say all the counties, but the majority of the counties in Texas. And so uh, one of the things that I made a mistake early on as a rookie. And so for those that are new to this tax deed space, no matter what state you're in and no matter what county, I would highly suggest waiting. The latest is 2 weeks. Now, I'm doing the night before because last month I went to the auction and I think it was like started off with like, I don't know, like 100 properties. And I got there the day of the auction. I think it was like only like 6 properties going to sell. So tonight, I am going to look at my favorite counties, but I also have an investor that's looking for property. So this is a step-by-step guide, you guys. I did not pre-record this, so I'm gonna be doing this as though like I'm working. It is really late, but this is for people that like have like full-time jobs. Like one of the things I wanted to say, depending on what state you're investing in, like California, some of the most auctions only happen once a year. Here in Texas, they happen every first Tuesday. So really, honestly, this is like could be a totally part-time gig. Okay. I personally wait the week of the auction because what I'm noticing is a lot of the people come and they pay their back taxes, but then there are some that do not. So tonight, I'm just going to decide if I'm going to go to a live auction or if I'm going to do an online auction. But I started off with this county, which is Johnston County, just because one of my investors wants to buy land. And so one of the things that I teach my students, and I would highly suggest if you're watching this and you're a newbie, um, and you possibly will invest out of state if you're not in a state that is a tax D state, I would definitely say start off with dirt, a lot where you can either sell it or you could lease option to buy, so you can have monthly payments. There's so many different options. In my course, I kind of give you some different strategies on what you can do. But I always tell people, which I also tell in my course, but I'm going to tell you, is that if you're going to invest in tax deeds, know what your exit strategy is first before you start going to the auction and buying stuff all willy-nilly just because it's cheap, because then you'll end up with a whole bunch of properties and then you're like, okay, what do I do next? You definitely want to have a plan, because financial freedom is not a fantasy, it's a strategy. And once you learn the strategy of what your financial freedom number is, then you can execute. So I always tell people, start off with your exit strategy in mind. So for example, I've never invested in Johnston County, and I've built a list of different investors here in Texas. So sometimes people call me and they ask me, what do you got? And I'd be like, well, what are you looking for? So in this particular county, this person's looking for, he's looking for lots to build houses. And so as you guys can see, this has, it's highlighted, it has 527 properties. And so if you guys, this is the blue says that it sells. So this is going to sell tomorrow, and but it's canceled. So what I like to do is I like to go here to the sell date, no, sell types, and I want to just do, I'm going to keep the sell and strike off because I'm quite sure you guys have heard of this. So it tells me it's 122 properties that are going to sell tomorrow. So this may determine if I'm going to go here, and I'm going to also show my favorite counties that I always invest in, but I might have to drive out here tomorrow. So as you guys can see, this one's canceled, which is a really good one because the minimum bid was 7,000. Well, 6,900, and they're saying that it was worth 303,000, but it's canceled. So we don't want to worry about that one. Let me see if it tells me. Let's just, I always like to do from the minimum bid because it lets me know what's the lowest to the highest. So as you guys can see, a lot of these are canceled. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, this number was 527, but it changed to 122 because I only want to know what's going to sell tomorrow, because this is going to determine if I'm going to drive all the way out to this county in the morning. And so this will let me know, if it's worth driving out there. But as I'm looking, this definitely looks like a place to drive out to, because they got a lot of properties, a lot of opening minimum bid at 3,000. And the reason why my strategy is I like to do at the end of the year because it's not that much competition. Um, there's a lot that's going. There's 122 properties, but I'm just kind of like going to scroll. Oh my God. See, this is what I'm talking about, you guys. You see how all of these are saying canceled, canceled. And by the way, you guys, this is an attorney website. So sometimes you'll get to the auction and you'll be like, wait, that's not on my list. Well, you have to also I suggest go to the county site. But for the sake of this video, I like to use this to teach people. Most counties don't have this type of robust website because most counties are either using constables or they may be using an in-house. A lot of counties have started to use attorneys. So this is an attorney website, and sometimes it's not always updated. But let me see if there's a way. I want to see if there's a way I can remove all the. Let me see status. Yeah, I'm going to do just schedule for auction because I'm tired of looking at all these canceled. Did you guys see how this number just changed? Oh my God. It said 122 properties. And then when I just did schedule for auction, it's only 14 properties. My case in point, if you're new to this business, don't start looking at properties until like 2 weeks out. Now, this is the night before the auction, you guys. And it originally had 122, but then I said what's scheduled to go to auction tomorrow, because they either have to get there super early in the morning or these properties are going to sell. So it's only 14 properties that are going to sell. But these look like they are some decent properties. So you're like, okay, $3,000, 5,000 worth 82. Like, I'm curious about this one right here, you guys. This one looks like a pretty decent one. The adjusted value is what the value the county gives it. And this is the estimated minimum bid. So that's what it's going to open out as. And I'm just going to look at this one. And this is step by step how I do everything in each county, how I determine my numbers. Now you have to remember, excuse me, I'm looking for land. Now they won't be sad either if I show them a house. They'll take anything that's worth, investing in. So like this one actually, oh, see, so for example, see, this says sales note. This is land. Even though you guys, it shows a house. This is why I love this site. Not all counties are like this though, you guys. So just FYI. Let me go right here. It's saying that this is land, so I'm going to assume that it's this lot right here. Yeah, it's probably like this lot right here, not the house. And the reason I'm saying that is because it's saying right here, sale notes, it's land. Well, it's subject to 2025 properties. And then also too, sometimes you guys, I'll look at this. It's Fernando Garcia is the person that hasn't paid. Sometimes it'll tell me too, like I'll look up and see if this person is deceased, because for those that don't know, in the state of Texas, this is a redeemable deed state. So I want to know if Fernando is going to come back in 6 months to claim this or not. You also have to do your homework in regards to like if it's homestead or not. I'm kind of like giving you guys a quick crash course because I got to look at all 14 properties in a few counties. But you don't do this on the site. You actually have to go to the site to know if it's homestead or not. Now, for those that are in states that are straight tax deed states, you don't have to worry about any of that, because if you go to the auction and you win the property, you automatically get the property and there are no redemption periods. But in this particular state, there is a redeemable period. So I'm just going to mark this one because I'm going to do some research on this. But this is land. And so this would be really good, because even if I got this for 10,000, I asked my investor, what are they willing to pay up to for a lot? And they're willing to pay me $25,000. Okay. So when I go to the auction, I'm shopping for someone else. Okay. So I teach you a strategy on how to do that in my course if you guys are interested. So I'm just going to keep going down. See, there's a lot of good properties here. I'm going to just star these. Oh, look at this one. Now this one, I got to look at this, you guys. This is in Arlington. You guys, I'm thinking about, see, now I will buy this. Now, see, this looks too good to be true. The opening bid is 8,600. Oh, see, okay. Oh, God. Oh, my God, you guys, look, they've updated. Okay. All right, county. So you guys, look at this. It says land homestead. So I said this is probably a really good property, right? But it's homestead. So what that means is if I buy this property right here, which it looks really nice, I'm just going to click on it. Yeah, that looks like a nice little property. And I want to know why they didn't pay their $8,000 taxes. Let me just go in here. I'm going to look and see, you guys. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to see what this neighborhood looks like. I need to get up close and personal. Doesn't look bad. It doesn't even look boarded up. But it does look kind of vacant. But somebody's keeping up the yard. See how I look at all of this stuff. Interesting. Okay. Huh. So this would be a really good deal. I'll have to look into this. Okay, so it is a good deal, but it's not a good deal. Okay, so I'm going to go back to which they've updated. I promise you, they used to didn't have this. So they're saying that this is land and it's homestead. So because it's homestead, that means if I buy this at the auction tomorrow, I have to wait 2 years before I can do anything. Or the owner has 2 years to come back and pay me 25% or whatever I pay on this property, FYI. But I'm going to get this anyway because this is a pretty good deal. They're saying even if it's land, which it looks like there's a house on there though, that the jetted value is 186. So we already know that this is not the retail value. So it's probably higher than that. But these are the little minor details. I tell everybody that tax deed investing is super easy, but you have to be aware of the minor details, which is telling me right now that there is a homestead on this property. So I don't know if I want to do that. Matter of fact, I'm not going to do this one because my investor is not going to want to wait 2 years to start building. He wants to make a profit this year or the first quarter of next year. So that one wouldn't be an ideal property. So anyway, what another thing I wanted to tell you guys too is what I like about this. It says that it's strike offs, but I don't see any here. I see only all sales. So strike offs, sometimes they have them on the county on this list. They have some in Mansfield. Actually, this is gonna be a good auction. I think I might want to go here tomorrow. They got a lot of stuff in here. See, this is why you don't wait till the 9th hour. Okay. This is going to be a good one. But I bet you everybody and their grandpa is going to get this one or try to get this one because the opening bid is $51,000 and the jetted value is $403,000, which is probably a little bit more than that. But this is also saying that it's land, which is interesting. Oh, no, it's real property. Let's look at it. They have it blurred out, but we can go here to the map. And I'm going to click on it. Why did they blur it out? But look, you guys, it gives you an idea of what these houses look like over here. Glen Ridge. Now, for the sake of time, what I would normally do step by step is I would look at the property, see the value, then I would copy this, right? I would take this address, copy it, go over here, put it in Google. I've done this several times before. And then I would look at Zillow. Oh, this is a nice property, you guys. Oh my God. This is very nice. It says it's off the market, but obviously it was sold before. So that's why it has these pictures. And this is what's going to sell tomorrow. Let me see what the opening bid is. So, wait, the opening bid is 51,000. Okay. That's about right. So I always tell people there's a budget for everyone. So this probably will go for like, I would say like 200,000, but this is saying the jetted value is 403. But Zillow is saying, I'm going to go back to Zillow. Zillow is saying 325, but that's because y'all, the market is going down. Okay. I'm so excited. It probably was 400,000 like a year ago, but when I tell you, I've just been slowly watching the market. I'm like, I've been doing overages all year to save all my cash so I could buy a whole bunch of houses just outright. But yeah, so it's saying that it's 325,000. It's still a good deal if you get it for 200,000. You turn around and sell it. This property don't look like it needs any work. And then I'm gonna go back here, and it also, let me just look at this really quick. Property details. So it's not homestead. So you only got to wait 6 months. Unless Michael Williams Sirhar comes back and say you get it for 200,000, then he has to pay you 200,000 plus 25%. So this would be a great investment. I have another investor that may be interested in this. So I said this all to say, for those that are interested in wanting to get tax deeds, when I was first getting into investments, I always used to be like, well, what if I don't have the money? In this day and time, you don't really have to worry about not having the money. You just have to find the right investor that has the money, because if there's a good deal, they'll help you acquire it. You just have to have the knowledge and the education, because, like, for example, this particular county, you actually have to attend it in person. So a lot of times investors don't have the time or the energy. They just want a good deal. So FYI on that. You may not have $200,000 cash, but I guarantee you, I have a list of people that would buy this outright, like with a heartbeat. 250. Okay. So you don't always necessarily have to have all the money. You just got to let them know that, within a certain amount of time, you would need this money in escrow. I always say, if you're going to deal with investors, you just want to kind of like have an agreement. I personally don't like to deal with investors. I always acquire the properties, and then I sell them. So that's just my tidbit on different things. So this is Tarrant County. This is one of the favorite counties that I like to invest. One is because they do clear all prior liens. So when you get this property, you do get it. You don't get like I don't want to say a clear title, but mostly all the encumbrances are removed, and you're just having to wait for the 6-month mark period in order to sell or do whatever you want to do with the property. So I'm gonna look into which before I was doing this, and I don't see them on here. I wanted to look into Collin County, but they don't have Collin. They don't have Denton. That's closer to where I'm at, and so I'm like, they don't even have this on here. So there are a lot of counties that aren't on here, and so a lot of times I have to go directly to the county. Even let me see. Oh my God, they're not even. How dare you guys? Okay. They don't even have Dallas County on here. Oh, wow. Okay, so just case in point, you guys, I said that like all of these have for Texas. However, I do not see Dallas County. So I'm just curious. Like I said, you guys, I am kind of going off the rogue. Like normally, like I'll like practice before I do a video, but I'm like on crunch time now, so let's just see. Is this where it is? I'm trying to find. I thought I had Dallas County. Yeah, here is Dallas County list of tax sale properties. So I was at the. Where was I? I was at the. No, it did not bring me here. I said I was at the. This is the attorney website, but I was trying to go to the county website. Oh my god, did they? So did they like not have any auctions? Wait, hold on. Let me see, because this is where it is. Yes, auction calendar. So see, they're going to sell. So this is actually the county website, right? This is Dallas County, as you guys can see. But and then this is the attorneys. So Dallas County, I thought that they would be here. They used to be on here, but they're not on here anymore. So I did find their auction. So a lot of times, you guys, and I found like this like whole format, this whole setup right here, a lot of counties are adopting. So for example, Dallas County is having an auction tomorrow. And let's see how many they have canceled. See, and theirs isn't as robust as like the attorneys. I like the attorney website because they don't give you a lot. Like for this one, I actually have to go into the city and look up everything. I gotta look up to see if it's homestead. It's just a lot of work. I'm not gonna go in that for the sake of this video. But what I am doing, you guys, is I'm going through to see like, okay, do I need to place and stop bids on certain properties? Also, too, uh, step by step is basically going to whatever site or county you want, look at the properties a week before, and then I would schedule a day on a weekend when you have time to see what properties are going to be in your budget and base it on the retail value like I just did in Zillow over here. So, but Dallas County is looking really sad, y'all. Like, look, this is saying minimum bid 86,000, but it's saying it's only worth 81. We know that that's not true, but I don't know if I want to invest in $86,000. I don't even know if this is dirt or not. Like this one's 45. This one, the minimum bid is 424. But I think this is a nice area. Wood Meadow Parkway. That sounds familiar. This one's 14,000, 20,000. They have some decent ones. Let's see. Here goes one. We all know that this is going to be dirt. See, I need to be on here. It's 3,700. But see, for this one, it wouldn't even matter. See, I'm just curious, you guys. So this one's 3,700. This might go for 10 grand. Lots are going for 10 or 25,000, you guys. So I'm just out of curiosity. So like, say I was interested in this, right? I'm going to click on this. You got to be kidding me. This can't be right. I know my eyes are not deceiving me. 1413 Regency Place. Wow. What the hell is going on? I guarantee y'all this is going to be canceled tomorrow morning. I'm probably going to do a post video because that's a nice property. There's no way that this is starting off at $3,000. This is a nice place. Something ain't right at all. Yeah, something's not right. But hey, there are still deals like that sometimes. But we all know, and it's saying the adjusted value is 37. That's BS. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I'm gonna have to. So you guys see how I was at Tarrant, and Tarrant is a live auction. This is online, so I would have to place my bids and do like stops on these. So I will log in and do that because I think I want to bid on this, but I guarantee this one's probably gonna be canceled. Lancaster, Texas. Carbondale. See, like all of these are canceled. I'm curious to see if some of these are going to be canceled in the morning. Let me look and see what this is all about. Yeah, I still haven't decided. I have like less than 24 hours to decide on where I'm going tomorrow. Okay, so like this one is saying, see, it's more than a quarter of an acre. See, now my investor would like this, and I think he would go for more than 50,000 because it's more a quarter of an acre, which means he could put two properties on the lot. And what is the opening bid for this one? 30,000. So I need to text him first thing in the morning and see if he'd be interested in something like this. This is a good one, but I have to do all my homework, make sure it's not homestead. Let me click this one too. To be honest with you guys, I've never been successful in Dallas County. Oh, this is nice too. This is not bad. But now that I have a few investors that are telling me their qualifications, I'm going to bid based on their qualifications. All right. Well, okay. I hope this video kind of helped you guys. Like I said, don't make a rookie mistake and, try to look at stuff a month in advance. You want to look like a week or two. I would say at least, a week before the auction on Saturday and Sunday, drive by the physical property and then do your due diligence through Zillow or Redfin just to get an idea of what the retail value is selling. So then you'll know what to bid based on your exit strategy. Yeah, so basically my two favorite counties have really good, there goes Dallas County. Is my eyes deceiving me? I must be tired, y'all. I'm so sorry. I just saw Dallas County. I can't believe it. Now let me see. Does it say how many properties? Now see, it says 560 properties. Now we know that's not. So I'm just going to do November 4th. I'm going to do status scheduled for online auction. So it says 15 properties here. Let me see how many properties. Oh, it doesn't give me a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm trying to see how accurate. 8, 9, 10. Those are all canceled. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So, I guess it's kind of accurate. So this is the actual county website, and then this is the attorneys. They got some good stuff. See, I like the attorney site, as you guys notice, because they be having it broken down for you. Like, they be having all the homework done for you already. Like, you see how it shows, like, the house. This tells you if it's homestead or not. It's not saying that. It's saying that it's a real property. Oh, boy. Okay. So that means I need to set up my online auction. Oh, God. I think I'm just going to stay at home tomorrow. Tarrant has disappointed me a lot, and I'm just going to focus on Dallas County. But there's another one too. Let me show you guys this other county that I really like. Okay, let me clear all filters. Maybe that's what I did wrong, you guys. Well, I do want to know what's scheduled. Oh, scheduled for auction. Maybe not online. So let me see. Scheduled for auction. Let's look into Grayson County, guys. Grayson County, they was letting you buy properties with credit cards. They got a lot of good stuff. See, so I could go here. But wait a minute. What is going on here? They do not have the minimum bids. Ugh. Well, how am I supposed to know what I'm going to bid on these? That's interesting. This is very interesting. It says schedule for link to online auction site. Okay. See, a lot of these are going online. Grayson used to not be online. This is another website you guys can use. It's called GovEase. They have lean-in details. Oh my God. So Denton is with them now. So Denton County is where I am. Let me see. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm a little bit all over the place. What? Oh my God. They actually have properties in Denton. Oh my goodness. This is what I get for waiting till the last minute. So Denton County is kind of like close to where I am, and they have like some decent properties. But as you guys notice, all these sites are different. The best site is the attorney site, because these I have to do a lot of work. Like I have to actually go. What this says Nevada County Tax Deed Auction. Didn't I just click? I could have sworn I clicked Grayson County. I know I'm not crazy. I clicked Denton, I thought. Yeah, because they're saying they're having an auction tomorrow. And you guys, Denton normally does never have any auctions. This is weird. See, but it says California, Nevada. Let me put in Denton. Oh, maybe it was telling me to go here. Go figure. This is more about right. But it's still good though. Dang. Okay, I'm gonna have to register. Wow, this is about right for Denton County, because this is a really prominent area. You could offload these for sure. They're saying the face value, but they don't have any bidding. I'm gonna have to register for this. But anyway, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit all over the place. What I really wanted you to get is that you really do have to, a lot of the counties, if you notice, like a lot of the Florida counties use the same, whatever back end format, they use this. But you do have to go into the counties and look up the account numbers to find all the information. Just to recap, you always want to take the address, see what the minimum bid is, and then take the address, put it in Google, see what the retail value is. I feel like Zillow is very conservative. And then based on your exit strategy, that will determine what your maximum bid is. I'm kind of like really irritated with myself now, because now I have to decide if I'm going to, no, I already decided. I'm going to stay home and I'm going to do online auctions tomorrow. And I'm going to see what happens with these properties. I don't think I'm going to go to Tarrant tomorrow. So anyway, that's one thing about online, is you could do it from the comfort of your home, and it's not as daunting as a live auction. But I think everybody should experience it if you get the opportunity. There are always a lot of people there, but there's not that many people actually bidding on the property. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on my step-by-step process on tax deed auction, and actually me going through. As you guys can see, I'm kind of like a little bit ADD all over the place, because I'm like debating on where I'm going to go, because unfortunately in Texas, all the auctions are first Tuesday of every month, and now I'm debating. But luckily, these the ones that I want to go to, they're all the ones I want to actually invest in are online, so I could possibly bid on different auctions, which is perfect. All right, hope this video helps. Thank you. Happy investing, you guys. Wait, what happened?